What's going on? This video gonna be about the Michael Vick 30 for 30. Oh man, where do I start about Michael Vick from Virginia Tech? I used to live in Virginia. And he was a huge figure there. He's something else. On all due respects, because I'm gonna mention these guys who were athletic, but they weren't on the higher tier running as black quarterbacks. I mentioned like Vince Evans and because he played a long time with the Chicago Bears. And There's another cat that played names I can't think right now. But anyway, I'm trying to link it, but I'm going to mention the main names, the guys that were mobile, etc., etc. So we get from Michael Vick was like that link. So from Randall Cunningham, who was unlike something we had seen, especially for a black quarterback, with his agility, his athleticism. Then we fast forward to the, the class and era: Russell Wilson, Colin Kaepernick, Robert Griffin III, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and then we get to Kyle Murray. So in between all that, and we're talking just strictly the OOs onward. All due respect to Steve A. McNair, but we're just talking about strictly like mobility and jets and moving. All respects to the Donovan McNair, but we're going to talk about just that what we call that Madden type, like it came off a computer game. That's what Michael Vick. So if you was the line Michael Vick towards the Russell Wilsons, and you can put Deshaun Watson in too. I forgot to mention DY. Put it with the Deshaun Watsons, the Colin Kaepernicks, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Kyle Murray, the Robert Griffin III, who for a moment was something. The mobile black quarterback. Michael Vick, like he had it all. I still remember that first touchdown pass against the Miami Dolphins back in the day, and I thought, woo, he could hit that air and he could play. But the 30 for 30 talks about the excessiveness of him, the highs and lows. Obviously, he had to do a bid for the dogfight, and some people still hold it against him. Y'all need to get over it. Michael Vick's moved on. Um, he wasn't political in areas, and he really didn't touch that. And I understand that because not every brother who's on that platform is gonna touch that, even though you have to somewhere. You can't really ignore the elephant in the room. And he mentions it in the piece when his coach Jim Moore Jr. is trying to link him with Andrew Young, the great Andrew Young, and other prominent African Americans who marched with Dr. Martin Luther King, etc. When you're in Atlanta, you in Chocolate City. Just like his stance on Colin Kaepernick and what have you. But he was a commercialized crossover phenom. And you know how they do with black athletes to have that crossover, especially with black quarterback. And I don't want to forget Cam Newton as well. Cam didn't run but he could move. Cam can move. So let me make sure I put Cam properly along with Russell Wilson, Colin Kaepernick, Robert Griffin III, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Kyle Murray. I want to mention like African American quarterbacks that were mobile, had the Jets in the spring, and you could say an apple off the Michael Vick tree for their, versatility. So, and if I forget anyone, forgive me, but trying to compartmentalize everything from what Michael Vick, his ear is turned to what has happened with the NFL. You see the influence and the style because he was like unlike something else. He had went like 2.0 to Randall Cunningham. But this explores his his life and where he's at now. He's he does reporting work for Fox, and it is good that he has had another chance in life. And he's been mentoring Lamar Jackson and others, and it's a real compelling story to watch. The ESPN 30 for 30 is part one, and it'll be part two. But I followed his career and I saw him unfold, and he's one of those guys that as far as talent goes, one of the most talented, freakish natures of any position in football I've ever seen. Did he get to his full fruition and peak? No. And that's again, talent only takes you so far. It's what the other parts that you have to do. But he was a freak of nature, and it is worth watching. It takes you into the racial components as a black quarterback, the politics and within the coaching and the styles in eras and so on and so forth. Even his cornrows, his braids, scare some folks. It's a whole lot to digest, to take in, but it's worth it. And you will have either ground for respect for the man, or you'll just kind of looking shallow. It all depends, but there is worth watching. Michael Vick was definitely somebody that it takes you back, and it wasn't that long ago. So that's the Michael Vick 30 for 30 ESPN. Give me your thoughts and your takes, the highs and lows, when you come down with him. I still think that game that he won in Green Bay when Brett Favre was playing that and to win in Lambeau, that almost felt like something of a new day. I remember that game. And even though the Eagles went on and beat them and went on the Super Bowl and lost New England, Michael Vick was making a statement. And it was, I can remember that just like I can also remember getting hurt in preseason football. And that pretty much cost Coach Reeves his job. There's a lot of different layers to the Michael Vick story. But I would say tune in and watch it. So give me your thoughts and your takes. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Have a good day. Peace.